Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting tutorial video of Farming Simulator 22. On this video we'll be going over the different headers used to harvest grain in order from cheapest to most expensive attainable at the FS22 shop. So there are a total of 21 headers that we'll be looking at and testing today. Now the field that we are working on right now cannot fit all these headers, but luckily, one of the neighbors was looking for a hand harvesting some wheat from his field, and he's right across from us over there, and he agreed to let us film on his land. Plus, we're going to get some money from the deal, so it's a win-win on both sides. Alright, so this is going to be the first header that we'll be doing, and it's the Rostelmash Power Stream 500. So it's weighing 1.2 tons and has a span of 5 meters. The out-of-the-box price tag for this is $25,000, but it is the cheapest header in the game. But definitely the smallest one by far. So if you look at these controls, if you left-click on PC, you can actually shift these headers up and down and in and out however you like. I haven't really seen a difference with placement personally, as far as performance goes, whether you yield more one way or the other. But we're going to run this header all the way out and down, and then we'll compare it with the up and in position later. Now, if you're not familiar operating with a harvester, running it with the swap disabled will spread it all throughout the field, like you see here, and enabling it will kind of drop it in a neat row, and it makes picking up the hay or grass or whatever it is that you're doing, or baling it so much easier. But we'll leave it enabled so we can bale it later. So we're going to be using this class Lexion 8900 harvester for all of these headers, and use it as a control for research. So all the grain headers have the same operational speed cap, and they're all at 6 miles an hour. But the speed can definitely go down depending on the size of your harvester. So and you'll see that later on in this video. So this next header you'll see here is a Top Liner 4090, and it's from Dude's Far. It weighs 1.7 tons and have a span of 6 meters, and the out of box price tag for this is $30,000. And we're going to run this one with the header all the way in and up, and just check out to see if there's any difference. I'm not really noticing any differences, but let me know what you think this setting's for in the comments below, or if you know of a different reason why this, other than just aesthetics. Let us all know. So this next one that's coming up is the Case IH3020. It's a Terraflex. It's 25 feet, so this header weighs 2.4 tons and spans 7.5 meters. And this one's hitting your wallet at about $42,500. So it's a decent jump from this last one that we saw. But in all the specs. So, I mean, not just the price tag, but the weight and span as well. So if you saw those tire tracks back there, so I forgot to turn off the field destruction. And some players like using this setting because it adds a little sense of realism to the game play, but it's not for me. At least not in these instructional videos. Alright, so this next one is the New Holland Superflex 25 FT. This is also weighing at 2.4 tons. And it's got a span of 7.5 meters as well, and a price tag of $42,500. So there's really no difference that I can tell between this one and the other one, other than it's just a consumer preference. I guess the color as well. Now we are farming on the same field that the map came with right when you start off on this map. So it's not fertilized or nothing's been done to it, so it's really just minimal yield. This next header coming up is the John Deere 625X. Now this header weighs 2.5 tons and spans 7.6 meters. It is $500 more than the previous one, so it's sitting at $43,000 more than its Case and New Holland competitors. So, but you do get 1/10 of a meter of extra work area. Is it worth it? I'll leave that up to you. I like to watch just the design of all these machines they got. I mean, the developers really did a really good job on this game. It's just is a beautiful graphics, beautiful game. Alright, so this next header is the Verifeed 28 FT by New Holland. So it's weighing in at 2.7 tons, spans 8.5 meters, and is sitting on a price tag of $48,000. So not a whole lot more for a whole extra meter of work length. So it's decent. Alright, the next header coming up is the Case IH 3050 Teraflex 28 FT. So this mirrors the Verifeed and everything, but of course it's color. So it's just another one of those consumer choices. So I'm leaving like a little bit of a space between the lines of harvested rows. I think they'll help us compare widths later. So these are some of the smaller headers, and we're gonna go over all of this with the large header later on, so you can really compare the size difference from as we're going up. Alright, so this next one that's coming up is the Fendt Power Flow. 30 FT. It's a starting favorite of mine. It's sitting at 3.5 tons with a width of 9.2 meters. So it gets pretty much any job done pretty quickly. Now the price tag sitting at $52,000. It's still a starter unit, but I mean it's a pretty decent upgrade. The 9.2 meter width, I mean it handles pretty much all of these starter fields pretty well, and makes quick work of just about anything. You don't really sacrifice a lot of speed for its cost effectiveness. This next one coming up is the Massey Ferguson MF Powerflow 30 FT, and it's all the same as the Fendt, but it's really just a change in the design of the teeth. So even the color is the same, but if you look at it up close, like a description of the shop, or if you just walk up to it and take a look at them next to each other, the teeth do look a little different, but it doesn't really change its effectiveness at all. They both operate the same in the game anyway. Alright, next up is the Class Convio Flex 1080. Now this is sitting at 2.8 tons with a span of 10.8 meters. So it's quite a bit larger than the other ones we've reviewed. But it is sitting at $63,500. So, you know, this header is definitely an upgrade that is well worth the price tag, I think. Just because the change in width itself, but you know, some people like to save up a little bit more money and go with a larger header. But you know, if you really want to go any higher than this, you're also going to want to upgrade your harvester more than likely, because and you'll see at the very end that some of these of this video that some of these harvesters do not do well with the larger headers. But again, I mean that's up to your price range and the way that you prefer to play the game. Alright, so this next one that's coming up is the Fendt Powerflow 40 FT. It weighs 3.3 tons with a 12 meter span. Now this monster sits at $70,500, and is really the point where the headers kind of split from the smaller to mid-size headers, moving over to the larger mid-size up to the larger headers themselves. This is definitely the middleman here as far as grain headers go. Alright, so that's it for the headers on this field. So let's go ahead and pay our neighbor a visit and look at the other headers that are on the other side. Now we've got a trailer waiting for us there, so we can empty out our harvester before starting on this other field. And I remembered to turn off the crop destruction this time. Alright, here's our trailer. Let's go ahead and get her emptied. Oh, forgot you can't go in that side. Alright, so let's move on to these big boys. Alright, so this first header that we're coming up on is the Massey Ferguson MF Power Floor 40 FT. So it's weighing at 3.3 tons. It's got a span of 12 meters, but it's got the price tag of $70,500. So it's a decent price for this size, but definitely not a starter header, as you'll definitely need a more capable harvester to operate these. You can really see the difference in yield from this field compared to ours. And we had this much grain after passing the entire span of the other field that we were on. Alright. This next header coming up is the Fendt Dynaflex 9255. This is a 40 FT, sitting at 3.3 tons and spanning 12 meters. This out of box price is also $70,500. There's no difference in performance. Mainly just an aesthetic thing. Wow, this guy's yield is just so much better than mine. Let's hop out real quick and take a look at this guy's yield, because I mean it's just ridiculous. Ah, okay, so his yield bonus is sitting at 83%, because he's fertilized his field, and we're working with an unfertilized field given us to us at the start of the map, so that makes a lot of sense. Alright, so this next header is the Massey Ferguson MF Dynaflex 9255 40 FT. It's sitting at another $70,500. It is 3.3 tons and spanning 12 meters as well. So again, a consumer preference to distinguish these last three. This next one coming up is the New Holland Verifeed 41FT. This also cost you $70,500. It's got a span of 12 meters, but it is weighing in at a staggering 3.9 tons. So I don't see a I did not see a drop in performance when I was using this harvester, this header with this harvester. But I'm sure it would definitely make a difference if you were using a smaller harvester and we were worried about horsepower. Yep, it's taking it like a champ. This next header is the Case IH3050 Terraflex 41FT. It's also weighing at 3.9 tons, and it's got a 12 meter span, and an out of box price tag of $70,500. So we're only 20% done with this field. That was weird. Oh, he wants us to sell it too. That makes sense. Alright, this next header is another Case Terraflex. But it is the IH3162, and with this one we'll be jumping into the heavyweight division of the grain header, sitting at 4.5 tons. But it is spanning 13.7 meters. So this jump in specs, though, also comes with a pretty decent jump in the price tag as well. We're sitting at $89,000 take-home price. Definitely not in the starting range for sure. Alright, next up is the New Holland 3162 Superflex Draper 45FT, weighing in at 4.5 tons and spanning 13.7 meters. Its out of box price is $89,000. I really like that color scheme. Just that yellow frame with the black front. It looks really, really good. So let me know in the comments, by the way, you know, whichever of these headers you like the best. Whether it be because of performance, because of the way it looks, it's manufactured, let me know. Looks like we're going to be just short of the end of this row. And we won't have enough room for all this grain. Yep, looks like we're making a trip to the trailer. Sorry, we almost got it. I guess I gotta fill this front one up first. Oh, you know, I just didn't have the front one, so... Oh! Yep, there's definitely a hole there. I didn't have the back trailer selected. I forgot you just switch it over with... On PC, you gotta press G, and you can switch between the front trailer and the back trailer. Just haven't driven one of those in a while. Now there's that hole I fell in. Yeah, I didn't even see it. Alright, back at it. Alright, so this next one that's coming up is the John Deere HD45X. It is weighing at 4.5 tons. It's got a span of 13.7 meters and a price tag of $89,000. Just to remain consistent with all the other ones we've been using. Alright, and this next header that's coming up is actually the header that goes with this harvester from the shop. So when you go to buy it and look at combinations, this harvester and this header go together. It is the Class Combio Flex 1380. This is weighing at 4.7 tons. And it's got a width of 13.8 meters and a monster price tag of $99,500. And this is the highest price tag grain header in the game, along with the next one that we're going to show you. Alright, this last one is the John Deere HD50F. So I had trouble getting it in here, and had to play a little bit of farming simulator Tetris. So this weighs 4.9 tons and spans 15.2 meters, making it the largest grain header in the game, but shares a price tag with the 1380 from class, sitting at $99,500. Oh, stuck a little bit here. There we go. Just look at how wide this pickup area is here. It's totally worth the price tag. Alright everybody, we're coming to an end for this section of the video, so if you want to stick around to watch me clean up this field, by all means please do so and finish off this contract with our neighbor. If you don't want to watch that, then go ahead and skip over to the next section where we'll be comparing the largest header with the smallest, and watch the cheapest harvester available try to handle both of these. Alright, so we will see you guys in a little bit. question is, will we have enough space to finish off this field? Or are we going to have to empty this out first? Ugh. It's getting pretty close. 94%. Oh, 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. Oh, it's close. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, just barely made it with about 70 liters of space to spare. That was an ordeal. Finally, okay, I thought I was going to have to reset everything. So over here we have the Rostel Mash Nova 330. So this is the cheapest harvester you can get in the game. It maxes out at about 13 miles an hour. You might be able to get 14 maybe on a back downhill, kind of like you see here. But let's try running this with the cheapest header first. So this is the one that we're coming up on. This is actually the header that that comes with this harvester when you're looking at the shop. The operational speed for this will not change since this is the header that's rated for this harvester, but I mean it is tiny compared to what we've been running. You can see it's 6 miles an hour. Yeah, the size difference is almost laughable. When you compare the price range between this this starter header and the one that we will be using here in a little bit, which is the largest and most expensive in the game. We'll see about a $70,000 difference between the two, so I mean, yeah. Alright, so that handled it pretty well. But definitely not a header I would like to use for a large field. That would just, you'd be there all day. Now let's go ahead and change over to the John Deere header that's on this other harvester, and see how this handles it. Well, let's go ahead and drop it off this class here. And get her out of the way. And let's give her a shot. Alright, picked it up. And, oh, it runs so slow. I can't even move it anymore. Yeah, that didn't work out well. I thought it was just gonna run real slow for a second, but no, it just died. Let's try it on one that's a little bit more of its. Oh, you know what? With the last one that we have on this row here, is something that's a little bit more of its caliber. So let's give it a shot. That might fare better than this monster over here. I couldn't even move with that one. Yeah, I think it'll run this one. It's a little slow, but I think it's got it. And so maybe a little slow is kind of an understatement. And it's almost painful to move. Well, it's running it at 3 miles an hour, but it's running it. Alright, I think I'm done with this one. Yeah, so compatibility is important if you didn't already know that, or you'll be going absolutely nowhere. Alright, well, that concludes the demonstrational portion of this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video and found it educational and hopefully entertaining, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single one. Now please enjoy the rest of this video of me cleaning up this field and have a wonderful day. This is your host, Marauder, signing off.